got drawn to go to an ancient site outside of Athens, and that's called Elefsina, and the Elefsina mysteries. And I didn't know much about that, so I'll just welcome you all in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so beautiful to have such a large group here of conscious people ready to change our lives and how we interact with the world around us. Hi, Jackie, Katrin, Michael, great. So what I realized when I went to Elefsina, I heard many different stories, but really I'll tell you my experience of it, it really pulled me into the body, and any parts of my cells, of my spirit, which was not really in life, came in. So Elefsina is a location where they would go for the equinox and do a celebration there, and it was a celebration of really going inside. So I want to work with the energy that I've been working with already with Elefsina, and especially around these dates and the next days, to really support us to go into what parts of us is not fully in life force, fully in a spirit here embodied in the cells. For me, it's very important to allow our spirit into the cells, and to see what's in the way of spirit celebrating in the cells. Once your spirit is actually fully embodied in your cell and living in your cell, that frequency is tribe, and you're connected to creation, and you're connected to your true being, your pure consciousness, and your creator. And then because you're in the physical cells, then you start manifesting. So this evening, I wanted to focus on what is blocking finances, what is blocking creativity, business, bring your talents to this earth, and just see what blockages are in the way, or what mindsets are in the way. I remember growing up in a middle-class family, and with Irish mindsets of finances, of working for somebody else, having a home eventually that you had a mortgage for the rest of your life. And I remember when I was leaving school there at that stage, it was very strong. The safest, get the safe job, the government job that you'll have your state pension. And I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm not waiting till, I'm retired before I can start living my life or make a decision on that fear. So from the point that I really left school, or before I left school, I started studying, I started to release, really consciously say, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to have the same patterns as my parents. And I start being inspired by a few people around me at the time who had completely different mindsets than my parents and my ancestors. And through being around these people, I started to really make jumps in my life, and also my financial life, and property, and in business too. And it wasn't from hard work, whereas it was interesting. I set up a business with my brother, and that was really hard work, but we never made money from it. But it was interesting. The other parts that I didn't connect into the family system as such. I went into my own system of information. I manifested. So I want to support you to release any mindsets this evening which are in you about finances and about I must work hard or be in a system. And I'll explain more. Really, over the years, I'm amazed or astonished to see and actually experience how much money is related to the mindsets, or how much we cap the finances in our homes, in our lifestyles, and also what type of life we have. And it's really, we really go into different boxes. And There are different systems and different mindsets and different fears and anxieties and patterns. And as you release them, you allow the universe to give to you. Money for me represents life force. I don't need it, but the energy behind it is life force. And then the more you have, then the more you can support yourself, your family, and others, and really support everyone around. It's like an apple tree. The apple in nature, the nature codes gives you too many apples. So you share them with your friends, your loved ones, your family. So that is the information that is inherent in creation. And that information is deep inside us, and we know this already. So I want to use this seminar to really see what imprints are in your system and see what's blocking your or bringing deadness into your finances, into your lives. Or maybe you're in a job, or maybe you have a company or business that isn't working at the moment or has blockages in the system, and maybe you need to release old ways of doing business. Maybe you need to release old decisions, old safety nets, let things go, and let new openings come up. A lot of the business I've been working with the last few months, it's amazing how they've been so dynamic and so profitable and so creative about in this environment. And really, it was the mindsets which was blocking. So I worked in the businesses to release, and the owners to release these mindsets. So I invite you to really, embrace this evening, and you invested in yourself, also with your time, and then also with the energy of your own finances. So you have the results already. So I want to celebrate that. And I also realized something stronger and stronger quite recently, was what made me different to the people I was hanging around about developing, especially around manifestation. I remember in school there was a friend in the class whose father was very wealthy, and he was always achieving amazing things, and he would sometimes share them with the class. And I was celebrating with him his father's success and his family's success. I was really celebrating it. I was really so honored that he shared that with us, because I felt it was coming from abundance, from his soul information of abundance. And I celebrated it. And the rest in the class, I noticed, were feeling intimidated or judging or jealous. So I realized then, well, I didn't realize what happened to me then was I was in the same frequency as the father. And I started manifesting very fast shortly after that. So what's not in your system, you can actually acquire that frequency from outside. And I remember, for example, even with mortgages or getting properties, he was the first one who inspired me from his system to acquire properties. And I started acquiring properties very fast. And then I met somebody else who had the belief system, you don't need a mortgage with properties. And my system was saying you need it for the rest of your life. But this person, she believed she didn't need it for the rest of life. Sure enough, then I manifested that as well. So what I really realized is the mindsets are capping our finances, our lives. And also what's really amazing is that in my family was very strong. You must work extremely hard to gain finances. It's not true. You can do it in a different way. All the most financial jumps that I made in my life was not through working hard. It was actually completely different. So also the time it takes, we take these imprints in our system and like photographs of how long it takes to gain a certain amount of finances, how long it takes to achieve a target, how much work, how much energy I need to put in before I achieve that. And if we got that result or knew that result before, we compare that and then we project that into the future, and then we have to put the same energy and even more time into getting there. So we have all these mindsets and photographs and emotional imprints. So I invite you to really be aware that we have genetic imprints that our ancestors have experienced around finances and about survival, which were needed at that time, but we can create our own now. And we can be the first one in the family to transform these and live a new type of life in a new type of way. So I'm going to work in the subconsciousness of the brain, where the patterns are. I'm going to work with loops, anxieties. I'm going to work with emotional imprints in the emotional body. And I'm going to work with those imprints in the nervous system as well. I'm going to work with genetic imprints. Every time I say something, the fields are opening. I'm going to work with imprints that's in the bones, in the cells. And we're going to transform them this evening. So I invite you to take a deep breath into your heart. And just breathing 5 into your heart and slowly 5 out. And I invite you to be aware of your skeleton and your cells as the physical aspect. And then we have got our non-physical aspect, the spirit and all the subtle bodies and etheric fields. And bringing the awareness that there's also etheric fields. We've got timelines and etheric fields, and these come down vertically, which are needed for manifestation. And there's imprints in these etheric fields as well. I'm going to drop into also different quantum fields, basically where there's no time and space. And this way you can achieve things fast because there is no time and space in there. And I invite you to breathe into your spine. And I invite you the whole time, maybe sitting up, I feel is the best. And this is recorded, so you're going to watch this again as well. So I like to sit up. I like to feel my feet on the ground. I like to feel my body, my spine, be aware of my muscles, how my skin feels on my shirt, my clothes. That I'm very aware of my physical aspect first, how my body feels. Also being aware, maybe my mind is racing. There's questions here. This is not for me. Damien can do it. Maybe I can't do it, or everybody else can do it. And then accepting that maybe there's parts of your system that doesn't want to change. Accepting maybe there's parts of your system that's afraid of change. Maybe there's part of your system afraid of the results. What happens if I change? Maybe there's parts of your inner child that you were very tough on, and you said, no, I have to work and make money, and I forgot about my child. So I'd like to invite the child into your space now and into your creativity and into your jobs and into your creation. I need my child in my work. I need my child in my finances. I need my child in my life. Your child you need, because your child is the creation field, is pure creation, is a creator. Maybe it's a part of me that doesn't like to make decisions or take responsibility. And there's a lot of us that were born into systems where I didn't need to take responsibility for my life, for my health, for my finances. Maybe I didn't need to take responsibility for my independence or my choices. Maybe I could hide behind people around me or in the office, that I didn't need to express who my true word, my true creativity, my true voice. I was hiding them. I was scared to show my voice, scared to show myself, scared to show my potential, who I am, embarrassed, intimidated. Maybe I was afraid of being jeered or shamed or looking stupid or afraid. Maybe there's parts of me that felt I knew more than the rest. I'm better than the rest. They're too slow. I'm too slow. I'm not clever enough. I can't do what they can do. Everyone else can do better, achieve better, achieve more. They have more experience than me. I'm weak. I'm vulnerable. I'm too fast. I'm too slow. I'm afraid. They're responsible. I'm not responsible. Beautiful. So now I'm going to work with the imprints. So I invite you to visualize yourself and connect to maybe your bank account, whatever way it is, and just feel the energy of money. And what's that doing emotionally to you? Think of bills to be paid, mortgage to be paid, finance to be paid. Just feel it in your body. And I invite you to stay with me and feel what it's doing to yourself. Beautiful, you're doing really well. Breathing in, nice. And what I'm seeing immediately is the ancestors. So what you're feeling right now, a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncomfortableness in the body, or maybe flipping out, belong to your ancestors. And you've lived with that up to now. So you're a creator, so let's clear that. So let's ask your higher self to release these emotional imprints, anxieties, fears, and each of the ancestors' belief systems and mindsets of money from your genes, from the subconsciousness of your brain. And I know when I was growing up in Ireland, Catholic Ireland, there was a lot of guilt and shame around money and being rich. So let's release all the energy of religion from money, failure, guilt and failure. And the energy of the false gods. I know there was like you're evil or bad if you have money, shamed, shame, the guilt. And let's start releasing this really easily. And this was working all day and the last days. So it's done already mostly. And let's really just give these imprints up. And they're like old photographs leaving your system, but they're black and white photos. They're all your ancestors' photos of guilt, shame, blame. I'm not good enough. Fear of losing money, fear of losing the home, fear of starvation, fear of war, fear of debt. All the old photographs. And yours too. Just simply give them up to your higher self. And then you've got the ones, because you had them in your system, there's future photographs where you've created it again. So simply give up your fears and anxiety of the future as well, especially with the coronavirus at the moment, what's going on in the field. Maybe bring up a lot of photographs in your system about the future, release these mindsets, and we release them from the astral field as well, and astral wounds. And each imprint leaves, part of your life force comes back, part of your soul comes back into your body, into your heart. And I invite you to breathe down into your digestion and breathe out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm breathing in again. Digestion, digestion imprints, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more time into digestion. And release the old photographs, the imprints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, we have imprints from past lives. Now, these just go straight up. These are very easy. So whatever's in your system, past life, if you give the intention to release any vows that you have from past lives around finances, like if you were a priest or a nun or a monastery, all the old vows. Even vows with marriage from past life. Or vows to revenge somebody. Or murder somebody, whatever's there. Or not letting somebody go. And then all the false gods, but they're all just belief systems. Everything's belief systems. All different mindsets. So we're going deep, ask your higher self to go deep into your subconsciousness and literally removing all the cobwebs of mindsets from the subconsciousness of the brain and your emotional body and your nervous system. And it's really, really easy. I've done this already, so I'm just giving you the frequencies, so it's really easy for you to do this. I've been working for months to clear this in me, so I can give this to you. So it's really frequency. Once you clear frequency, then you give that, you can give that transmission to the other person if they're in the body and they're open. So I'm simply sharing transmissions, different frequencies. And I'm going to bring in different archetypes of mother, father, brother, sister, leader. And you can call in your own archetypes. But I work a lot with Tina because she's very clear, very straight, emotional in the heart, clear. Paulo, so I'm bringing all the ancient Greek god archetypes, just the archetypes to raise consciousness. I use these a lot for business. And I love working with the ancient archetypes because it's really about enjoying life and living life. Gods living on earth, creators living on earth, humble, compassion, creative, abundant. Beautiful. So now your mindsets, your consciousness has risen higher than the mindsets. So now you can let more photographs go. And we go deeper into the nervous system. We invite you to breathe into the nervous system. Taking a deep breath into your nervous system. Beautiful. Deep breath into your heart. Failure, and releasing failure wherever that is in your system. All the ancestral belief systems and programming. I've been a failure. Past life too. Releasing these photographs. Now, sometimes we start projects and we don't complete, but we're beating ourselves up because we didn't complete them. Now, so we leave a piece of ourselves behind with all projects. If you can say to those parts of your soul, it's okay, it's enough, take a break, it's all right, and you can come back, I need you now. So all your creativity and joy and focus can come back now in life force. And the same with past lives. Any past lives where you're doing a project, you didn't complete it, and you left soul creativity behind and potential, I invite you to say to those parts of your soul, I need you now. I need you now. I need you now. It's enough. I need you now. Coming down into the heart. All those parts of you that is with someone you love or someone from your past that you were trying to maybe heal or support with something and they haven't changed. They're still the same. So that part, that part of you, if you can simply say to that part, accept that that person maybe doesn't want to change at the moment, and accept that you can't help them by staying with them that way. We can help them through the heart, but I invite you to accept you can't heal them. We can all heal ourselves. They can heal themselves, but it's not your job to heal them. You didn't fail. You didn't fail. And that's past lives too. You didn't fail them. It's their job to heal themselves. It's not your job to heal them. You didn't fail. Beautiful. And more of your life force can come back. When, especially today at the moment, with all the environment, all the information, you lose focus in many different projects or many different places or many different people. So if you can, you're leaving yourself fragmented. So if you can say to those parts of your soul, come back, I need you now. So I need all the focus now. And you can do this every day. Every day you can, I invite you to do this in the beginning of the day or a few times a day, because there's so much distractions out there. So invite your focus back. It's enough. Beautiful. Very good. Breathe into your heart. Beautiful, very good. So now I'll go deeper. We'll go deeper into also guilt. There's some more guilt coming up in the system, and shame and resentment. So releasing them. You have so much life force behind that guilt. And simply accepting to let it go, accepting to forgive yourself, to forgive it. Accept to let everybody go around guilt and yourself. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Beautiful. It's still working. This is all going to keep working in the background. With every trauma or every time, I don't know, just say you got bankrupt or you lost money or you got let down or disheartened, it creates an emotional deadness in your system. And these, I'll call them dead selves, okay? So I invite you to release all the dead selves from your system, from your past, from your parents' systems, all the dead selves. For example, if my father had money topics or lost money, I don't need to inherit that dead self into me. So releasing it. And if I did, also releasing it. And it can be a really positive experience to lose. People who go bankrupt can really bring it back up again. And most of them do. So it can really be an inspiration. So the gift is there. The gift is there. The gift of losing and accepting the loss, accepting to let go, and accepting to receive. And if there was any abuse in the system or any abuse energies that may be in the family or passed on to you from your parents, or ancestral energies passed through the ancestral lines, simply letting them also go up. And the guilt and shame as well. And all the imprints can go up. It's going to give you back so much energy for your own life. Releasing all the ancestral guilt, shame around ancestral energies. And releasing out beautiful. Look, it's going through the subconsciousness now, much deeper, and also the nervous system. And I love this because when it clears from the nervous system, you can relax in the nervous system. And releasing them from first, second chakra, all the way through all the chakras in your aura, subtle bodies. With ease, with ease. Space. Only the intention is enough, really. Breathing in and releasing all sacrificial energies from the system. And a lot of people have financial problems or problems with creating something if they got self-attack in the system. Now, usually if there's any ancestral misuse or ancestral abuse energies, which is in most families, it leaves like little openings in your system that you merge with people with similar vibration energy. So let's release all merging from the system, and also for self-attacks. So I'm going to work on just releasing that now and emerging. Set the intention that your higher self releases all merging with other people's self-attack, self-hatred, self-loathing, and guilt, shame, or sadness, grief, envy, and jealousy, pain. Breathing into your bones. And once again, more photographs leaving the system. Give them up to your higher self, it's okay. And you don't need these photographs again in your life. From your subconsciousness, from your genetic photographs, from your emotional body, and from your digestion. Breathing into your digestion. Breathing into your nervous system. And your higher self is literally taking them out, helping you to release them. I like to go to the root of everything, so I'm going, with your permission, going deep into all belief systems of false gods again, into the mind, deep subconscious layers of the mind, of evil, I'm bad, I'm a bad person, I'm evil, I'm ashamed, I'm a devil, whatever is there. And just releasing these old illusions. They're all illusions. I should be punished. And every time they're released, more of your life force can come back, more of your soul can come in. And it's happening really, really fast because we're in the quantum field. And then in that space, everything can be done immediately. I'm so grateful that we can clear these so fast. And the results are coming in so fast. And I celebrate that we don't need years to clear these. We can clear them in a second, in the moment, in our time and space. And the results can be in the moment. And constantly bringing in different archetypes to raise the level of consciousness as well to support you. Every time you release an old mindset, then I'm supporting the field by bringing in a new archetype. Beautiful, it's getting stronger. All the illusions can leave the self. And all the split minds can leave. And you can literally, if you want to reach out and simply imagine that you're collecting all the split minds of yourself, because you've cleared all the energies between and the patterns and the imprints. Around money, more photographs, more information, guilt, shame, leaving the system around money, finances, and working hard, that I must work hard for money, leaving. Breathing in, release. Beautiful. And now collecting the soul fragments, split minds, bringing them together over your crown, touching your hands over your crown, and then bringing your hands down over your crown, your head, taking a deep breath from the brain down into the heart, into your feet. As all the split minds are coming back into you from all lives and this life system, and down into your heart, throat too, and down to your digestion. As they come down into your body, it's your soul coming down into your body again in a new way, into your genitals, into your womb, into your ovaries, into the testicles, into the hips, and bring your feet, your hands all the way down to your feet and into your roots. Taking a deep breath. And breathing deep into the digestion. And accepting your creator in even more, into the cells and the innocence of your creator, of your child's creator, you as a child as a creator. To go deeper and deeper. Beautiful. And I invite you now to connect to the pineal gland in the center of the brain. Breathing in. And breathing from your heart up into the pineal gland, center of the brain. And there's spinal fluid in there and crystals in there. Breathing from your heart into the pineal gland. And the pineal gland then is like the Fibonacci spirals, the codes, then the nature codes. Now these flows from the brain and down to the heart through all your system and your nervous system. And the spinal fluid flows through the nervous system from the pineal gland. And we have a similar vibration in Mother Earth. And the more we connect to Mother Earth's frequency, we can more manifest things as well. So allowing this spinal fluid and Imagine a mini you in every cell in your body. And breathing into every cell. And there's a heartbeat with Mother Earth's heartbeat in every cell. It's gravity. Same time working with the brain, activating the brain to bring in more consciousness, more space into the brain for creativity. And we have a magnetic field around the brain and in the brain. And sometimes we're too strict on ourselves for results or strict beating ourselves up. So that part of you that's strict with yourself, it's like, accept that and let it release. And we'll connect to really bringing creation and productivity now. And simply observing yourself as energy, and we're going to start flowing. And then there's a field, ether fields that are not physical, but they're there. And this is where we can really create. So I'm going into those fields now. And we all have them. Opening them up more. And releasing any blockages with the fields as well. Doing that now. And breathe from your heart up through these fields. And all fears from past lives of connecting to them or this life, simply let them go back to those lives, those imprints, those fears of connecting to the ether fields. Release the photographs, imprints, and accepting your soul connection with all the non-physical, your ether fields for creation and manifestation to your emotional body. And beautiful. At the same time, releasing all the traumatic emotional body imprints. So fast now, the way we can release. Breathing in. It's going deeper. How are you doing? How's the new shifts feeling for you? I want to share a few words. And breathing into those new spaces. As your spirit's going deeper. Beautiful. Great, Hendrik. Hot feet, nice. Great. I love that peacock opening up. I saw a few peacocks the other day. Beautiful, Rachel. And yeah, the heart feelings you're really melting into the divine feminine inside you as well. So I'm going to invite to bring up the the woman, the mother aspect of all of us, but it's our own mother aspect that we don't look from our own mothers, but look for the mother in us. Hi, Lisa. And insecure is good as well. It's coming up. And the excitement and insecurity is beautiful together because because creation, we're in this new field. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're excited. So it's moving, it's moving. Beautiful, Karen. I feel it in your feet moving on your womb. It's our new womb. So there, I see one. And yeah, it's very fluid. And our own mother aspect, our own creator mother aspect is very fluid, compassionate, soft, nourishing. And the mother, the aspect in us, births ideas. The father aspect brings down the seeds of the ideas, and then the mother births them at the right time. Very soft, flowing. And the mother aspect is in all of us. And the mother aspect is Mother Earth, but the womb of Mother Earth, the womb in us, and the connection with gravity, Mother's gravity, which brings in manifestation and our visions to Earth. Beautiful, Alexandra. As we literally melt down into our bodies. And the mother aspect is a manifestation. She manifestates as she births in the womb, she births. And that's in all of us. And she's nourishing. And if you imagine that the universe spirit is like over us and it's a huge bosom, and the nipple of the bosom, the breast milk. And spirit, we surrender as the feminine in us. We just have to surrender. And this beautiful bosom of breast milk and nourishment comes from creation and down into every cell and every fiber of our being. And we're completely nourished with this breast milk from source. And we don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything. We don't even need to try to receive it. It's there. Flows, melts, nourishment. And simply breathing into the new space in the cells and the bones. And releasing on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing to the cells. And releasing, beautiful. One more time, breathing into the cells as the nourishment comes down from the divine bosom. Beautiful. I invite you to touch your heart, really touch your heart, and feeling appreciation. I invite you to appreciate your being and all you've done to be here tonight. All you've done to be here. And just imagine you're the first person in your family line on both sides of your ancestors that's been brave enough to be here and to face this and to release and to transform. So I want to celebrate that, how amazing you are, and that you're the first one in the family to do this, and they're waiting for this. The ancestors were waiting for you to do this. And really appreciation to you, to your child that's needed in this moment. As we melt into pure flow of pure energy. As we breathe in and accept more nourishment, and this fills up the subconsciousness. I invite you to breathe from the heart up into the brain. If you want to touch the brain, breathing up from the heart, up from Mother Earth into the brain, and release. Space, accepting that new space. Wow, there's so much space inside for your spirit, for you. And your spirit is pure life force and creation. So I want to honor that you accept the creator down into your womb, into your sperm, into your ovaries, because this is pure creation. You are the creator of the universe. You are a creator. And you have all that creation energy inside your womb, inside the sperm. Accepting it, and releasing all imprints, maybe there at the moment, from the genitals. This is pure life force. This is pure joy. All the imprints, guilt, shame, whatever's there, sexuality, anxieties, performance, anxieties, release all your imprints. And your spirit comes back in. Beautiful. I feel it open, Simon. And this flow inside you. Beautiful. And I want to release procrastination from the system as well. Not now, it's not enough time. So we're releasing all procrastination from the emotional body, all the excuses we make. And as I'm doing that, I know I saw it somewhere, and it's the most simple thing in the world to do. If you feel like you have to do something, you want to do something immediately, just count to 5 and do it within 5. That bypasses all the subconsciousness. Just simply start it within 5 seconds and you'll bypass it, make that a habit. But in the meantime, I'm going to release all the procrastination imprints, the reasons why. Fear of doing things, not at the right moment. I may be hit, I may be attacked, I may be mocked, I may be flogged, slagged, laughed at. Release, release, release all these photographs and imprints from past lives, this life, and the ancestral lines. I might make a bad decision. That's not, yeah, very good. I might fail. I might make the wrong decision. All these photographs, and ask your spirit to release it from your subconsciousness, wherever it's buried in the subconsciousness as well. All procrastination programming mindsets that you've taken on from your mother, your father, anyone around your system. And releasing those photographs. Breathing into the back of your heart. This is working on a lot of different subconscious layers. And we're at the astral body, astral wounds, self-attack, and self-smashing one's own success or blocking one's own success. Allow those imprints to go back to past lives or where they're from. The veils where we hide ourselves from our success, or I don't want to be more successful than my parents, I'll outshine them. And in the lives where you needed to experience misusing your power in the wrong way, so now you can use it in the right way. So releasing those fears and anxieties and caps that you put on yourself. And connecting with the heart again, the heart intelligence, and then the heart communicates with the mind. The heart to the mind, the gut, heart, mind. And each time these like shadow parts come out of our system, more of our spirit can come in, then more life force comes in. Which is flow, energy, creativity, abundance, and financial flow, which is life force. Yes, the people pleaser part where we're not really connecting to our high potential or around people who are not bringing the frequency for us. So let's release that people pleaser part as well. Giving space and simply melting into pure energy and acceptance. Breathing into your heart. And breathing into your pineal gland again. Pineal gland center of the brain, this beautiful crystal inside the brain. And then set the intention to be in your frontal lobe. And breathing from your heart up into the frontal lobe. And breathing from your heart up into the frontal lobe as your spirit is present in your frontal lobe. And breathing from the heart into the frontal lobe even further, left and right hemisphere. And we go with left and right hemisphere now. Of the brain, the way it literally becomes empty then. And that's when you're really connected to your creator, even though if the mind may be chattering, it's okay. Frontal lobe, left and right. And then breathing from your heart into the brainstem. Beautiful. And set the intention that your spirit also is going into the skull bone. And breathe down into your nervous system as your spinal fluid goes through your nervous system. And one more time, taking a deep breath into your nervous system as your spirit enters your nervous system and all the old imprints simply come out. So all density leaves the system. All dead selves leaving, left. I'm so grateful. New space for your creator. In your life. And breathing down to the back of the neck, and really set the intention that your spirit enters the back of the neck, the vertebrae, the discs, all the way down your spine. Breathing into your spine, the neck, as your spirit enters your spine. And all the old imprints, set the intention that you walk out of them from your spine and your back. Breathing down your spine as we enter our own spines, accepting them, accepting your spirit down your spine, down to your sacrum, down into the tailbone and the pubic bone. Tailbone and pubic bone. Breathe into. Breathe down to the tailbone and just move it a little bit. Beautiful. Giving some space, and we don't need to force anything, try anything, it's done. You don't need to do anything. Melting, melting, melting to itself. Imagine there's like a matrix of illusions and fears and you're plugging out of them. You're literally plugging out of the ancestral matrix of fears, illusions, anxieties around finances and debt. Simply plug out of the old matrices and literally plug out of the social media matrix as well, and the media matrix, plug out. The old money matrix plugging out, and the old business matrix plugging out. And breathing in to your own nourishment and abundance inside you. The nourishment, accepting and celebrating the nourishment in you. Creation is in you. And take a deep breath down into your feet, new cells, your new spaces. And I invite you to sway a little bit left and right. And accepting your left side supports you in a brand new way. And celebrating that. Left supports the right side in a brand new way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful and accept, and I celebrate my spirit that supports my left side, left and right side in a brand new way. Right side supports the left side in a brand new way, and I celebrate it. Right side supports the left side in a brand new way. I'm so grateful to my spirit for being open to accept, to support. My right side supports my left side in a brand new way. The right side supports the left side in a brand new way. Front supports the back in a brand new way. Front supports the back in a brand new way. Back supports the front in a brand new way. And I celebrate. I'm so grateful. My spirit's accepted. My front supports my back in a brand new way. Back supports the front in a brand new way. Back supports the front in a brand new way. Above supports below in a brand new way. And the ether energies of creation above supports my cells and my body in a brand new way. Above supports below in a brand new way. Embodiment. Bring into new spaces. Below supports above in the brand new way. Below supports above in the brand new way. Gravity brings everything into order again. So when spirit connects with the minerals and all the subtle bodies, even the subtle bodies we're not aware of ourselves, there's balance, space, creation again, and manifestation. Manifestation of finance, flow, business, manifestation in all areas of our lives. Below supports above in a brand new way. Below supports above in a brand new way. Heart supports the mind in a brand new way. My spirit supports my heart, my mind in a brand new way. Spirit supports the mind in a brand new way. Spirit supports my nervous system in a brand new way. Spirit supports my bones, my skeleton in a brand new way. Engage your skeleton and release. Spirit supports my spine in a brand new way. Spirit supports my hands in a brand new way. Spirit supports my physical heart in a brand new way. Spirit supports the spaces in my lungs in a brand new way. Spirit supports my lungs in a brand new way. Spirit supports my liver in a brand new way. Spirit supports my digestion in a brand new way. So again, breathing into digestion and release. Spirit supports the genitals in a running way. Breathing into the genitals and release. Arrived. Inner world, as a creator, your inner world supports the creation around in the outer world in a runaway. Outer world creator and the outer world supports creator in the inner world in a runaway. Divine intelligence. And releasing all the old mindsets. So you totally change your life, your system. And all the checking mindsets. Have I really changed? Have I really changed my life? Releasing them. And going more into your heart feelings. Taking a deep breath into your feelings in the heart to brain. And celebrating your new feelings, your new sense. What is your new sense? Anyone like to share what your new feelings, your new senses in your new body, your new life? And you, as a creator, is the first one to do this in your family system. Change your life completely. Your future, your life. Beautiful. And this will keep getting stronger and stronger. So we're going to meet again on Juicy. I love all this connected joy. So you're getting, this is you now. This is you as a creator. And we're going to be more into creating now in the next days. So I'd invite you, beautiful creation, more space. Nice. And this will keep getting clearer and clearer and clearer. And I invite you to accept and celebrate the shifts in you. And maybe you want to watch this one more time before Tuesday. You can watch it tomorrow if you want. If not, don't worry, it's fine. We can go straight into Tuesday. And yeah, I think we all did I know we all did amazing tonight. So I want to really honor everyone here and celebrate the shifts we all did together as a group. So I really want to honor everyone and honor the shifts we did ourselves. And yeah, our child is in us. We need our child, our creator child in us. So I want to honor our creator child. I'm so grateful to my creator child and creator, father, creator, mother. And I'm so grateful to the cells in my body for allowing me to create here while I'm here. Or say, while I'm in this body, this life as spirit, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to experience it. Live it while I'm here in this physical aspect. And that beautiful innocence. Thank you, Alexandra. Breathe create a beautiful creative space. You're a creator. And yes, enjoy it, enjoy it. Very fresh energies, very light, very spacious. The enthusiasm, I feel very strong. And yeah, it's like it's the time, it's the time. It's the time for us to create as creators. And yeah, remember, if you notice that you're a bit procrastinating, just literally count to 5 and move, do it within 5 seconds. In the 5 seconds, you're through all the mindsets. Just get into practice of action. Beautiful, beautiful. I feel the space. I feel the creativity. I feel the abundance, the juiciness, the life force, the nourishment. And yeah, that opens up for finances then, and also self-love, self-acceptance. This is transformational on so many levels of your life. So beautiful. This is your vibration. This is what we give out to the universe, and this is what we receive from the universe. Beautiful. And looking forward to diving deeper and creating a new future on Tuesday with you all. Thank you really for being part of this webinar, and thank you for all the support of sharing it with your friends as well. I know a lot of you did that, so I really appreciate that, to share this work and yeah, sharing these vibrations. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, and have a beautiful, beautiful creation. And this will keep moving, and you'll get deeper and deeper to your heart feelings, your senses. And I know as myself, I was getting more connected to softer senses, softer emotions in different waves. So all is good. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Karen, for helping set up this originally, and Sergio too, and everyone for being part of it. Thank you all. Have a beautiful evening. Thank you. And they're living recordings, so you can watch them again. And it's the same thing. It's just it's not the exact same. You're changed, the field's changed, and the recordings will keep changing, and you allow more and more clearings in